If you are even remotely thinking about moving to Abilene, Texas in 2026, well, this is one of the best years to move. But before you pack up, you're gonna wanna watch this video so that you can get all the pros and cons of moving to Abilene, Texas. Now, I was born and raised here in Abilene. I did move away for just a couple of years whenever I first had kids, but then we decided that moving back to Abilene was for us just because of the small town feel and the much more affordable living than when we had lived in the DFW area for that short period of time. All right, let's get started. Abilene, Texas is getting so much buzz these days ever since a year ago, January 2025, when the Stargate infrastructure was announced. There have been billions of dollars invested into the community. I know the data centers are very controversial on the pros and the cons, but the amount of growth that is brought to Abilene is undeniable. If you're wondering where Abilene, Texas is located, well, it is in the middle of Dallas and Midland. So it's about 2 hours to Fort Worth, about 2.5 hours to Midland. You could also go to Austin, about 3 hours, or San Antonio, 3.5 to 4 hours. So it's very centrally located if you are wanting to get to a big city. Abilene's economy has a little bit of everything. They have healthcare, education, manufacturing, and government jobs all play a big part in Abilene. Dyess Air Force Base and the hospitals keep a lot of people employed and the local economy steady. Plus, with universities like Abilene Christian University and Hardin-Simmons in town, education is such a big deal here. Even with all of this going on, Abilene has managed to stay affordable. Life in Abilene offers a small town charm and modern convenience. Residents in Abilene enjoy a slower pace of life and a friendly community. The city has a broad range of activities like parks, golf courses, cultural attractions like the Abilene Zoo and the Grace Museum. Plus, we have lots of local events that you can attend like the West Texas Fair and Rodeo. Everyone loves a rodeo in Texas. Abilene isn't just a great place to live, it is ranked the #3 city in the best cities to buy a house in America. Plus, if you're watching your budget, you'll be happy to know that Abilene comes in at number 15 out of 229 for the lowest cost of living in the country. There's lots of different places in Abilene that you could choose to live. One neighborhood is Elm Creek over in the Wiley School District. This is a highly sought after, newer area known for its master planned community. They have a pool, a dog park, hiking trails, and it's zoned in the Wiley School District. The River Oaks Brook Hollow area is a popular area if you're looking for a neighborhood with mature trees that's been established for quite a while in Abilene. It is centrally located to grocery stores and shopping. Sells Boulevard is one of the most historic areas in Abilene. This is probably one of the first streets that was built on in Abilene dating back to the early 1900s. These houses have so much charm, so if you're looking for an older home, this is a great place to look. The Redbud Park area, which is south side, is right around the YMCA, so it is close to a park and walking trails and is centrally located in Abilene. The Elmwood and Tanglewood area is one of the most popular places to live in Abilene. You have mature trees, you've got large yards. These homes can range from the 250,000s to over $1 million. We even have people that are buying houses and tearing them down to rebuild, but they love the mature trees and the way that it is centrally located in Abilene. Then there's all the houses that are close to Dyess Air Force Base. If you are wanting to be close to Dyess Air Force Base, there are several neighborhoods that are right by the base, including Hampton Hills that has older homes and homes that are still under construction, being built. There's also Butterfield Meadows that was started probably 10 years ago, but they are also fixing to start building houses over there. So lots of different choices if you are coming here to be a part of Dyess Air Force Base. If you're looking to move to Abilene but want even a smaller town feel, we have several cities that are located just outside of Abilene, like Clyde, we have Tuscola, Merkel, Anson, Hawley, several different cities that you can choose from. So Abilene has a friendly, close-knit community atmosphere that many residents appreciate. Especially if you're coming from a larger metro, it feels slower paced and easygoing. There is a focus on family-friendly entertainment, arts, and outdoor recreation with things like the Art Walk events, Scriptures Downtown, year-round festivals, and community celebrations. The nightlife and the dining are expanding every single day. We've got craft breweries, local bars, lounges, and a huge selection of locally owned restaurants. If you love the outdoors, we have numerous parks and trails like the Cedar Creek Walkway. We have Fort Phantom Lake or Lake Kirby to go fishing, splash pads, disc golf, and we have the Abilene State Park where you can go fishing, hiking, spend the night in a yurt. Abilene is served by 2 school districts. We have Abilene Independent School District, which has most of Abilene, and then south side and farther south of Abilene is Wiley Independent School District. Abilene Independent School District has 2 main high schools, Abilene High and Cooper. The great thing about Abilene ISD is it has average to above average ratings, giving it about a B grade overall. So Abilene offers 3 high schools. You have Abilene High and Cooper as your traditional high schools. Then as a STEAM academy, you have Adams High School. If you have a child that isn't wanting to go to college and is just wanting to enter the workforce straight out of high school, then Abilene has a lot of different programs that they could choose from. They could get their electrical license, plumbing license. So you might want to check out Abilene Independent School District if your child is wanting to learn a trade. If you're looking south of town at the Wiley Independent School District, it is growing rapidly. New schools are being built and there's lots of changes that are coming up to the high school. Abilene also has a college town feel. We have 3 universities, Abilene Christian, McMurray, and Hardin-Simmons University. And we have Cisco College and TSTC for technical training, and Texas Tech Nursing School has a program here. Abilene has a lot of things to do for its size, and new things are being added all the time. One of the most historic places to go is downtown to the Paramount Theater. They have concerts, movies, and live performances. There's also the Art Walk and many different downtown events that you can attend. There's local museums, public art, children's festivals, and historical sites you can visit. I know we talked about things that you can do outdoors, but just once again, if you're looking for something outside, we do have Lake Fort Phantom that you can take your boat to. We have Lake Kirby that you can go fishing, and lots of hiking trails throughout Abilene if you like to hike. We also have a lot of people that do outdoor cycling through the, well, I call them mountains, but they're really hills here and around Abilene. And if you love camping, you can always head out to Abilene State Park where they have yurts and just small buildings that you can spend the night at, or you can pitch a tent and stay at the great outdoors. You will never find me there. If sports are your thing and you love to watch them, well, there's always something going on. They just finished building a youth sports center right next door to the zoo. There's always high school sports going on throughout the entire year. If you know anything about Texas, you know that we love our football, so you can always find a football game either in town or in the surrounding cities. ACU has Division I sports, so if you like to watch higher level sports, you can always watch ACU's football, basketball, volleyball, baseball team play. We also have a summer league baseball team that's called the Flying Bisons that you could go and watch during the summer. Now, if shopping is your sport, then we have lots of new shopping places coming to Abilene. Something that was just announced was the Bass Pro Shop that's going to be built off of I-20, which is going to be surrounded by new restaurants and shopping centers that we do not currently have here. So I am really excited about this. Abilene is getting so many new things. So if you're someone to make a list of the pros and cons of Abilene, I'm going to help you out. Pro, we have affordable living in Abilene. It is family friendly. We've got 27 parks, a growing economy, and a slower paced lifestyle. Plus, even though there is some traffic now, there's still not as much traffic compared to the bigger cities like Dallas-Fort Worth. Sometimes it could take 20 minutes to drive across town instead of 15. And every once in a while, it is annoying because I have to wait one extra time at the red light. Cons for living in Abilene, there is limited nightlife and entertainment. It is very hot with unpredictable winters. Every once in a while it does snow, and when it does, the entire city shuts down, which could be good or bad depending on how you feel. And there is limited public transportation. Another con currently is we have a very complicated housing market. So with everybody moving in, it is causing the rent to go up for a lot of the local people that are living here. And if you're trying to move here, our rent is currently much higher than it was a year or two ago. We also have a very low inventory market right now, so it's super competitive if you are buying a house. Although, looking at both sides, it could be more affordable for you to purchase a home than to pay rent on a house because our rental market has increased due to everyone moving in. One other con about Abilene is it is very windy. So something that people always want to know are what is being built in 2026. Well, here's a list of some of our key developments. So we have technology and AI. The Stargate Supercomputing Campus, which is backed by OpenAI and Microsoft, is under development as a major AI infrastructure project. Additionally, Lancium is building a 1,000-acre clean power data center on the east side. There's also data centers being built in our surrounding counties, which are part of what we call the big country. So a lot of these people are working at these data centers, like in Hamby, for instance, but they are living in Abilene, which is causing Abilene to grow even more. As we mentioned, we have a lot of new retail that is moving to Abilene, like the Bass Pro Shops, which is going to anchor the new 35-acre Rainey Creek development in North Abilene, which is going to feature restaurants, entertainment, and new retail spaces. So community and tourism, the Abilene Zoo is expanding. This is something that people come from all over to go to our zoo because it's something that you can do in just a couple hours. We're getting new animals, a restaurant, and new exhibits. So very exciting things coming up in the next year. So the original Abilene High School is being turned into the Abilene Heritage Square, which is going to host the Abilene Public Library. I cannot wait to see what this looks like whenever it's finished. So the Abilene Airport is getting upgrades, which is really exciting. I love flying out of the Abilene Airport because it's easy to get in and out of. They are doing terminal improvements known as ABI Next, which is going to include new elevators, a renovated baggage system, and better security flow. American Airlines, which currently flies from Abilene to Dallas, that's all we've had for years. They are also starting flights directly to Phoenix starting in June of 2026. We've also got United Airlines that are coming here that are going to offer direct flights from Abilene to Denver and Abilene to Houston. So these are really exciting things that are coming to Abilene. Something that I'm really excited about is our downtown area that has been growing. It seems like wasn't long ago, downtown Abilene didn't have a lot, but now it has shops, restaurants, a hotel, and now they're doing the Cypress Street corridor, which is undergoing a lot of upgrades like landscaping and pedestrian safety, which is really important. This is expected to be ready in 2026. Public services, so we have 2 new rec centers that are going to be finished in 2026. So I'm excited to go and check these out whenever they're done. So how big is Abilene going to get? So before everything started, our population was around 130,000 people, but the Census Bureau is expecting Abilene to grow by 40,000 people by 2060. Now this is because Abilene is getting the B-21 bomber with Dyess, and then also all of the growth from the AI projects. There is an exciting future for Abilene, and I cannot wait to see how it grows. I hope this video helped you. If you have specific questions, we help people move to Abilene all the time, so make sure that you reach out. Also, make sure that you like and subscribe to our page so that you can get all the updates going on about Abilene, Texas. I'll see you next time.